Hello everybody, this is Jill with Jill Norwood Designs, and I am coming on to share sneak peek day one of a new stamp release from Joyful Heart Stamps, which is my stamp line underneath the umbrella of Peachy stamps. And they will be located in the Jill's Favorites section of the Peachy website, and will be sold and shipped via Peachy. So a big thank you to Kathy and Dave Jacobovich, the owners of Peachy. Kathy is a sweetheart and just a joy in my life, and I'm so grateful to her for this opportunity and for all the help that she's given me as I learn to make stamps. So I want to start by doing a quick update for Peachy today. If you remember, I did a release for Peachy about 2 weeks ago. It might be even a little longer than that now, but we released these beautiful starlit faces is what they're called. And I made projects including this cute little snowman who is singing, or you could also say that he's yawning because he's sleepy and he has his sleep hat on. And then these two also, which are little gingerbread Christmas tags. So, and these both use the new starlit faces, and the dies that I use to create them are these beautiful Peachy wavy frosting circle dies. And my update for Jill's product news today is that the dies will be in Kathy's hands by this coming Tuesday, okay? So the dies will begin shipping on the 22nd, I believe is the date, on Tuesday, October 22nd, okay? So they got delayed because of the Chinese holiday, which most of the companies right now that have their dies made overseas have had delays in manufacturing because they do close down for the holiday for quite a few number of days. So just be aware, if you had dies in your order and you're waiting on this, the dies will begin, your entire order will begin shipping on Tuesday. So I just wanted to give you that update. And for those of you that have not seen this beautiful starlit face release along with this die set, go ahead and take a look at this video on my channel. And it's the Peachy release. It's the first release video you'll come to that says Peachy stamps, okay? And I'll try and link it in my drop-down menu where it says more. Click on that and it'll open a drop-down menu. And I will have that there. It's also where I put all of my affiliate discount codes that I have for the various companies that I work with. So that is our update for Peachy. And let's dive into my release. The product that I am showcasing today is this cute little gingerbread girl. She is a prim gingerbread girl. And you can see the logo for my company within the Peachy umbrella, if you will, is Jill's Joyful Heart. This is JN01, Gingerbread Joy stamp set. It's the very first heart that's turned pink on this line of products. And this will be releasing again on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I believe is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think it's 9 where Kathy is, 9 Mountain Standard Time. So I hope I have that right. Or is that Central or Mountain? I'm not sure. I think it's Central. Anyway, but Pacific Standard Time is 8 a.m. And I will be doing sneak peeks today, which is Thursday, tomorrow, which is Friday, and then a release video on Saturday. So I hope you will join me all 3 days as I showcase the 2 new stamp sets that I will be releasing, okay? And I'm starting just with stamps. A couple people have asked if there will be coordinating dies for these. They are not any dies yet, okay? That's a whole other world, and I'm not there yet. So I'm starting with these primitive style stamps. And some of you that have been watching my channel for a long time have seen these, the 2 that I'm releasing. I did drawings of these a couple years ago. I have shared cards on my channel using some of my drawings. If you want to go back and look for them, they're also posted on my Instagram feed way back, over the past few years. So this is one of the drawings that I did, and this is a beautiful stamp set, and it has 3 faces that you can use. And I'll try and put everything in frame so you can see them. There's two tiny little gingers, which you can use for a variety of things. A medium-sized ginger and then two gingers that she can hold in her hands, along with two star cookies, two heart cookies, or just however you want to use them. There's the sentiment, the word joy, gingerbread joy, happy gingerbread season, let's bake gingerbread. And then this word gingerbread is made to fit along the bottom of her apron. And I will be showing examples with this set in just a moment. So that is what I'm showcasing today, the very first stamp set that I'm releasing. And then we have the products that I used to create what I'm going to show you today. I used from My Creative Time this Gingerbread Kisses paper pad. Good morning, Emma. I hope you're watching, my dear. Emma is always inspiring me, and I am always just overjoyed to be able to use her beautiful products. So I used some of her pink gingham, I believe, on one of the projects that I'm going to show you. And then I also used, coordinating with the pink gingham, I used this pink paper right here that is a script paper. And this is in the Script Hearts and Solids paper pad, okay? And this is a beautiful paper pad. I love all these papers that are in here, and Valentine's Day is coming. It's a great one to have. From Impression Obsession and IO Stamps. Now, they are going out of business. They're up to a 50% discount now, and many of the products are sold out, but there's still a lot there, you guys. This is the Deck the Halls paper pad. This was in stock the last time I looked at their site, but I did use this holly paper. Okay, it's white on one side and blue on the other, and I used that on one of the tags that I'm going to show you. And then I also used, this is from my sweet friend Anna. Hello, Anna. Anna created this mini gingham paper pack, and I had to order a bunch of these because you know how much I love gingham. Diagonal gingham is my favorite, along with regular gingham, and I love the kind of the distressed appearance that she did to this paper pad. If you can see the sheen of it, I think in here you can kind of see the distressing, I hope. But I did use this red piece right here. It's red on this side and burgundy on the other, kind of a purplish burgundy. And I used the red side on one of the projects I'm going to show you. And then I also pulled out, this is Your Next Stamp. They're no longer in business. They also closed down. They closed, I believe, last October 2023, I believe. So almost a year ago to the day. And this is their Winter Knits paper pad. And I'm still working on using this paper pad. It's a great one, but it's all like different knit prints. So I used one of these just as a background on something I'm going to show you. I think it's this one right here with the hearts. And then die sets that I used the Pretty Oval layer dies from My Creative Time. These have a beautiful stitching detail along the outside, and then you can back them with the pretty scallop oval dies. So I used both of these. These are from My Creative Time. And then from My Creative Time, I also used the pretty scallop tag layer dies and the stitched dies that go with them. So these are all My Creative Time die products. And then I pulled out from Penny Black my zigzag stackers. And that is the name of it right there. I'll get that in frame for you. It's the zigzag stackers, item number 51-714. This came out in 2021, so it's almost 2025. So this is about 4 years old now, but it's one of my favorite die sets. I love it. And then from Honeybee, I use this pinpoint snowflake die, and this presses points of snowflakes into your cardstock beautifully. So this is from Honeybee. And then I also used one of the large rectangle open scallop dies from Trinity Stamps, and they're local to me here in the state of Washington. Love their company. From Lily of the Valley, I used two of their digital tag sets. I used the Christmas image tag set. These are for sale. They're in their digital shop, the LOTV Digi Shop on Etsy. And I also used the LOTV Christmas image tag stamp set. So these were, oh no, that's the same one. Where's the Hexie? Oh, I didn't grab the Hexie one. Shoot. All right, hold on. Just okay, I'm back. So I used the LOTV Christmas Hexie stamp set, and then the other one that I used is the Christmas Image Tag stamp set. And these are their two newest sets. If you were with me a couple weeks ago, these were available in polymer. They have pretty much all sold out now, and they're only offering polymer stamps every once in a while on their site. And I usually do the release for them when they offer the polymer. So you can always get them digitally, but they only offer the polymer occasionally when they do a stamp run. Because right now they do not have a shop. They're working out of their home. So you can get these digitally in their shop. If you want it in a photopolymer set, you would have to inquire of Lisa through their Etsy shop at LOTV DigiShop. But I did use tags on what I'm going to show you from both of these sets, okay? And I love them both. Wonderful, wonderful new sets. And then the last thing that I used that I wanted to mention is Hi Joyce and Bernie from Peddlars Pack. I used a lot of Joyce and Bernie's kitchen accessory stamp sets. And for those of you that are familiar with Peddlars Pack, they're also over on Etsy at Stamp Peddler. But they have a stove as well as a cupboard, which I didn't bring the cupboard in. I was going to use the stove, but I didn't feel it quite fit right, so I didn't quite do that yet. I might still try to do it. But what I'm using are these red rubber kitchen accessories stamp sets that have like bowls and measuring cups and beaters and all sorts of things for the kitchen. A scale, what else? I used her plate. Anyway, you'll see on the card when I show you, but all of the things that I used to create the kitchen are from the kitchen accessories sets from Peddlars Pack. And I wanted to do a kitchen scene, and I keep these in my room all the time. They're up on a shelf right in my room so I can use them. So those are from Stamp Peddler on Etsy or Peddlars Pack stamps. Okay, so those are all the products that I use to create what I'm going to show you. And again, oops, let me see if I can set these aside and out of the way. All right. So, all right, and I did want to mention that the stamps as they appear on the front, they're actually larger than what you see on the front. I filled the entire full stamp, thanks to Kathy, arranging it perfectly. And I wanted to mention that the size of the stamps. So let me pull this out. We'll start here. And I'm going to show you this. This is not glued down, but I wanted to show you what it looks like when you paper piece the apron. And whenever I paper piece, I use a very fine scissor. This is a scissor I got on Amazon, but these are like embroidery scissors. They're very fine tip. And these are very helpful when you're cutting out stamps or trying to paper piece. Paper piecing is one of my favorite things to do. I know a lot of you are going to ask, I do not have dies at this time. Part of the reason is because I prefer a very clean lined image. So I like to cut very close to the line versus where the way most dies cut out is they leave a white border. And so I don't know if I will do dies or not. It just depends on what happens as we move forward. Again, this is my very first time releasing products, so bear with me and certainly give me feedback. I would love to know your thoughts on these types of stamp sets that are really made for paper piecing is what I primarily made them for, coloring and paper piecing. So anyway, I wanted to kind of show you what I do how I paper piece the apron. I went in and I cut out the two pieces that are the ribbons along the sides here. And let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So I cut out the two pieces that are the sides of the apron, and then I went in and I cut out the part up to the hands, and then I cut out the top part, okay? So I just wanted to kind of let you see what that looks like. So, and then I also cut out the little bloomers at the bottom. So none of these are glued in place, and I want to show you, this is what it looks like when you take it off, okay? So this is how the apron looks. It's just like this. And and then these are glued in place. I went ahead and glued those so they wouldn't get lost. And then the bloomers. So you can certainly paper piece. This is a really easy set to paper piece the apron. And you can also paper piece the bloomers if you want. But the apron and the apron tie are really easy to cut out. It just takes a couple moments and then you can glue them down. But this is what the image looks like. Now, obviously, I glued those in place. But if you just color the dress and leave everything else white, or shade it a little bit if you want, like you can see how I did some shading down here. It's very easy to color, and she's very easy to trim out. She's got clean lines for trimming. And then all you do is you cut along the arm right here. So you're going to cut along the arm and the hand, and that's what's going to allow you to have her hold a little ginger cookie. So she can hold the ginger cookie like that, or she could hold the star cookie. And I just cut this, I stamped and colored the star with brown ink, and then I added some white gel pen and a little bit of glitter glue to make it a frosted cookie. So she could also hold the little star cookie. And or there's also a heart in there, and these are the largest ones. There's also smaller ones, and you'll see more as I go forward here with the samples I'm going to show you. But it's made so she'd be so cute on Valentine's Day, wouldn't she? Holding a star cookie. And I just think these are so fun. This was, baking is one of my favorite things, and I just think this is so cute for Christmas cards, Christmas tags, any sort of baking gift you want to give, gingerbread cookies, or any sort of baking that you would want to give. So the stamp set does have a boy and a girl gingerbread, and it has a plain gingerbread that you can just draw a little face in if you want, or you can just leave it plain, or you can add frosting to it with some glitter gel or some other type of paste. It has a big star, a little star, a big heart, a little heart, and then an even smaller heart. I use this size for the pockets that I'm going to show you. I use this one here. You could also use this as one big pocket if you wanted to, and then stick a little ginger. There's 2 small gingers and then a medium ginger and the big gingers. These ones, as well as these ones, will fit in the pocket, okay, if you want to make a pocket. And then I also have sentiments: joy, gingerbread joy, happy gingerbread season, let's bake gingerbread. And this word gingerbread is made to fit right above the apron here, okay? And then you can add the word let's bake if you want. So lots of different ways you could use this. And then there are, I think I said that there were 3 faces, but just in case I didn't show them to you up close, one of them has a heart mouth, one is just a very simple, straightforward face, and then one, the eyes are closed and she's kind of looking down. So, and then there is a bow that you can stamp and die cut too. And then this is what it looks like on the back. And just a reminder that these are for vertical cards. The size of the image is 4 1/4 inches. So I purposely made it bigger. I wanted it to be bigger for bigger tags and cards. And I specifically wanted it to be for vertical cards. You could certainly turn this and fit it on an A2 card, but you would have to maybe shorten the size of her feet down here by cutting them off and then raising them up slightly. And then she will fit if you want her to. So just be aware of that. But I really made it specifically for vertical cards. And I wanted to do a bigger image. I really like the image to fill up the card. And so you could certainly make the cards bigger if you wanted. You could do a 5x7 card and it would still look really good on that too. But it is a 4 1/4 inch image. So I wanted to mention that, and I wanted to mention that the images are bigger than what they look like on the front of the stamp set. Okay, so that's kind of the business end of it. I showed you about the paper piecing, and by the time I release on Saturday, I hope to have a card made out of this. But let me set that aside for now, and I'm going to show you some of my other projects, okay, that I created with this very first set, okay? So this one, again, is called Gingerbread Joy. So let me show you this tag that I created. This one says gingerbread 5 cents, and that cute little gingerbread tag, again, is from the newest set from Lily of the Valley, and I did enlarge it slightly. Because I have the digital, I can change the size of the tags. But you can see here is our sweet gingerbread lady, and she has 2 baby gingers in her pockets, and then she's holding one also. And I did use a jelly roll pen, just a black jelly roll pen that I got at the regular craft store to draw the faces on the gingerbreads, okay? And I just did 2 dots and a smiley face. I kept it really simple. And you can see that medium-sized heart creates pockets on the apron. This one is colored just with regular Copic markers, very simply. The tag, this tag, of course, is from My Creative Times die sets. And then this is that paper from Impression Obsession, and so is this little scraps of red gingham. That's from that mini gingham from Impression Obsession. And then this beautiful blue gingham is from My Creative Time. So, and so is this green paper here. This is from her Halloween paper pad, actually. And I use that as a backer. And then I did add another layering piece from her stitched tag die set. And then this is that Hexie stamp set from Lily of the Valley that says Season's Greetings on the back. So I love how this turned out. I did add just some yarn for the tie and a couple of jingle bells to make it jingle, because I love that at Christmas time. So there's that. And then I did just a beautiful card all in pink. And again, you stamp her out, color her, cut her out. It doesn't take long to cut her. She's got very easy lines. And add the bow. You can add the bow on if you want it, or you can leave it without. And then you just cut right around the hand here and slide the gingerbread in. You have Happy Gingerbread Season, which is one of the sentiments. And then you can see the beautiful pinpoint snowflake stitching pattern from that honeybee pinpoint plate die. And then, of course, the stitching from the oval die and the pretty scallop oval looks so nice. And these are her pink papers from the My Creative Time paper pads I showed you at the beginning of the video. And then this is just some Dollar Tree lace going behind. But she looks so pretty, all colored up. And I just shaded her a little bit, shaded the dress and stuff, as well as the apron and everything, to make it look like she had been baking. And then inside, I just added a strip of the paper. I haven't added a sentiment because I'm not sure how I will use this card yet. And then on the back, I did Sugar and Spice Season. I forgot to bring this tag die set in, but this is Emma's square tag dies at My Creative Time. Okay, and this is the smallest size, and I did the stitching layer and the regular layer. And then this is her stamp too, the Sugar and Spice Season. Let me see if I can grab that really quick to show you. That is from her, is it from the spoon one, or it's from this one? So this Sugar and Spice Season is from the Jingle All the Way stamp and die set. So it's Jingle All the Way MCT 0393. There were a couple of these in stock the other day, but they might have already sold out. I don't know, so you'll have to take a look. But I love the stamp set that goes with this beautiful spatula. Emma and I worked on this a little bit together. But this is Sugar and Spice Season, and it's the sentiment right there. So I love how that looks on the back, and it matches really well with the gingerbread theme. So that's the second project. And there's also wonderful sentiments in this one, and this is the one that has the spoon and the rolling pin, okay? And it's called the Baking Up Love set. So Jingle All the Way and Baking Up Love have tons of baking sentiments that you can use on these projects. If you get these gingerbread, this gingerbread set. And then the last project that I have to share with you is this one here. And this is a beautiful kitchen scene that I did using those Peddlars Pack kitchen stamps. And then I just built a little wall here using my my scoreboard. I just took some brown cardstock and I scored it at 1/4 inch intervals. And then I colored a darker brown piece and made shelves and a counter. And I added all of these beautiful Peddlars Pack images to this card, and along with one of the Hexie stamps from Lily of the Valley. This Joy is from my stamp set. It's this sentiment right here, stamped onto a little spatula die that is from the chef hat die set that I used in Saturday Morning Makes a couple days back. At the beginning of last weekend. So I just added my Joy sentiment onto one of the spatulas from that chef hat die set from My Creative Time. And then all of these are from Peddlars Pack, the little eggs, the bowl, the measuring cup, the milk, the vanilla, and this little scale with the butter sitting on top, the little teacups, and an extra bowl down here, a yellowware bowl. And so this just makes a really cute scene. I love the little... this is just a little plate hanging on the wall for Christmas. And then here's our little ginger girl. You can see I have the face that is the top face on here, which is the one with the lips. It's this face here, stamped onto her. I used the boy, or no, this time I used the girl ginger, so she's holding on to the girl gingerbread. I did cut around both arms, and I slipped her in there. And then inside the card, this is the mini gingham from Anna White's mini gingham paper pad, and then just cardstock that's been scored. And then inside I added another little strip of that. I've got some glue here that I need to erase. I think I moved that a little bit when I put it in, but I need to erase that with my eraser. And then on the back, you have gingerbread, 5 cents, and this is one of those LOTV, Lily of the Valley, new Christmas tags. And I just love how this turned out. I love this little kitchen scene. So those are all of my projects, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I have been up to the last few months. And taking a look at these cute little projects that I made using this stamp set, which is JN-01 Gingerbread Joy. Again, these will be available on the Peachy website on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I believe is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you guys for joining me for this sneak peek. And I will be back tomorrow to share my second stamp set and more sneak peeks with you, okay? And I thank you for supporting me all these years. I really want to give a shout out to everybody that inspires me, which is all of you, and especially to the people that have helped me to grow over the years and become who I am now, because I didn't know anything when I started. I had been making things since I was a young girl. I have a very talented sister, a talented mother who are crafters, a grandmother who was a crocheter and a quilter. And so I look back, and everyone that has helped me become who I am, I so appreciate all of you. I remember starting out and just reading the Paper Tray Ink blog all the time, and Nicole Hetty and all of the designers there, who many of them now all have their own companies. So the Greetery and all of them have gone on to do wonderful things. And I learned from all of them and from so many different companies. I've designed for Your Next Stamp in Canada. I designed for my friend Debbie on her blog, her Shabby Tea Room blog. And then eventually when she opened her company, which was Paper Sweeties, I used some of her Paper Sweeties stamps on the projects I'm going to show you tomorrow. I've been inspired by so many people at Impression Obsession, especially Anna White, Jeannie, all the people there, all their designers, and all of their product designers. I own stamps from everybody that has designed there. I own dies from Anna and many of the other die designs from Impression Obsession over the years. But I could go on and on. Back to Two Peas in a Bucket and Christina Werner, Jennifer McGuire, Tim Holtz, all of his designers, everybody who has inspired me. And I just want to say that it takes a village to raise a crafter and an artist. And it takes practicing every day and just growing. And so all of you that are doing that, there's many of you out there that are doing digital stamps that inspire me. Many of you within the Saturday Morning Makes community that are drawing and making things. So I can think of several off the top of my head, and you know who you are. And so I just am thankful to everyone who shares art in this community. And I appreciate you guys so very much and your support of my channel and my art. So as I like to say, my heart, because it is your heart that you're putting out there and you're spreading joy. And that is where the name came from, with a little bit of inspiration from both Kathy Jakopovich and my friend Patty, who I talked with one day on the phone. And I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me for this, which is a dream come true for me to have stamps coming out that I drew. It just blows my mind. So I thank each and every one of you. You can use my code Jill10 for 10% off your purchase on Saturday. I'll be sure and share that code on Saturday during the release video, but I thought I would mention it at the end of the video here. And I just thank you for tuning in. God bless you guys. And this is a dream come true for me. Thank you for joining me today. Bye now.